Hey guys, it's Travis at Lit30A. I wanted to come to you and bring some market statistics because we just got the most recent report, which was released on October 1 for the previous month, which is September, and it's beginning to bear out some interesting trends. The market is beginning to go up on 30A. There's a lot more buyer activity, a lot more homes that are selling, and a lot less listings. So it's sort of this perfect storm where things are beginning to shape up on the back of the Fed rate cut that they did last month. So I'm going to share my screen with you, walk through some things. There is so much noise out there when it comes to real estate market and just news in general. So I want to cut through all that noise and just show you the actual data that we look at on a monthly basis. And I hope that it helps you. My goal is to help you make more informed decisions. I'm here anytime if you need anything. Check out this data whenever I share my screen. I think it'll be enlightening.
This is the graph, or one of the graphs shown in the email. This is active listings from May, which is the peak here, all the way to the end of September, which is where we are, shows a 14.5% drop in number of active listings, which means ultimately less available options for buyers. And eventually it'll bear out in the data that prices will be going up. Just simple supply and demand economics. If there are less homes available, then prices ultimately will go up. That's active listings. If you look at the number of solds, this is an inverse of the number of actives, right? So as active listings is going down, the solds are going up. So from the bottom here in May, same timeline, all the way to where we are in September, 33% more sold listings from May to September. Very interesting there. And then this is another metric that echoes similar data. This is the absorption rate. One way to think about absorption rate in the market is it's a metric of how hot is the market at any given point. This number climbed and climbed and climbed, but then finally peaked in June of this year, and then it's come down every month since. So again, these are just the beginning stages of a market that's beginning to turn from where buyers have clear, distinct, lots of advantages to a market that's going to become more balanced. I have buyers ask me, my goodness, for a decade, when is the best time to buy? We hate that we missed the opportunity, in 09 and 010 and 011. This is a glaring opportunity where buyers have advantages that are beginning to disappear. There are still distinct advantages. We still have 13.97 months of inventory, but it is a market where the buyer advantages are beginning to become diluted and disappear. This is very interesting. If you scroll down here, this shows the number of sold listings on all of 30A year to date, and also this month. So this would be September 24 versus 25. So let's look at this real quick. So pay attention to this number here. It's saying that we have 3% less sold listings on 30A so far in 2025 than versus 2024. But if you look at month over month, so this September compared to last September, we have 58.6% more listings sold this September versus last September. Again, it's just echoing the same data that the charts above are bearing out. If you look at pending listings, so this chart here, let me try not to make you dizzy. This is number of pending listings. Same deal. This column is monthly. This is year to date. So if we scroll all the way down, we have 5.7% more pending listings, under contract listings year to date versus 2024. But look at the month over month. So this is basically this September 2025 versus last September 2024. We have 43% more under contract pending listings in September of 25 than we did in September 24. Again, this is signs that the market is beginning to shift, and I can't emphasize enough, if you are a buyer who is waiting to buy because you're waiting for some interest rates drops or something like that, or a better advantage than you have right now, the advantages that you do have are beginning to erode and disappear. Now is the time, because as the market bears out, the advantages that buyers have are beginning to decrease. So I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, please call me. I'm available anytime. I'd love to help you and answer any questions that you have.